You know, that's why I'm like letting everyone in, because you guys are going to see, you know, the biggest transformation like firsthand, and you're going to watch me come back, and I believe I'm going to win this Olympia. Stuff. I mean, I owe this to the fans, so that's why I'm doing it. So this is for the fans that want to watch you guys. You know, keep checking things out, man. We're always coming out with new stuff.
That's right.
And you're gonna get it right here at MD. So, thank you.
All right.
So I'm checking out this video on MD. Here, Branch and Johnny training legs. Checking out what these guys are doing for the Olympia. I mean, these guys are training balls to the wall. They have different equipment at this gym. I trained at this gym before when I won the Nationals in '96. And, you know, Branch was in that show. He competed in the '96 Nationals when I got my pro card. He beat me in the overall at the Team Nationals. So Branch and I have come up together, you know, through this whole journey. You know, he's a little younger than I am, but you know, I'm a huge fan of his. You know, I'm rooting for him to get in the Olympia, and you know, he was second to me in 2009, which was great. It was kind of cool to have us two standing again on stage. But you know, he's been through a lot of adversity, and I have to respect the guy. And Johnny's always been, you know, a gentleman to me. These guys, you know, just are showing, you know, as they get older, you know, they're still training just as hard. I mean, it's crazy some of the stuff they do, but you know, I just. You know, I'm just like, you know, I hate to call myself a fan of bodybuilding, because, you know, I kind of have my own path how I do stuff, but at the same time I like to, you know, show that I'm doing a lot of things that a lot of everyone watching these videos do. Like I check out the videos online, and you know, I'm supportive of all the guys. You know, there's not a lot of guys I don't like. You know, that I compete against. You know, I'm a fan of all those guys, and shoot, it's going to be a hard top 6 to be in, and you know, there's going to be some guys that are left out, or the top 6 that, you know, have been there before, and it's going to be disappointing to watch that. And you know, but that's, you know, the truth is, it's very, very competitive this year. So I'm really looking forward to you know, being backstage with all these guys in 8 weeks.
We're far enough. This is where all the bills get paid.
I do a lot of sponsorships for kids' teams. So I'm sponsoring, which you guys have seen online before, the Buccaneers football team, which is a kids football team here in Las Vegas. And I'm going to buy their uniforms.
For 20 years lifting weights. I started when I was 18 years old, so I'm almost 40 now. So it took me a long time. It took me until I was 33 to win the biggest title in the world. I won it 4 times over, and now I'm going back for a 5th title now after an injury. And the doctors told me I wouldn't be able to compete again because I tore my bicep pretty badly. Weight training, I tore my muscle. No, I was picking up weights and it tore. So now they fixed it, and now I'm back in training. So I'm coming back to try to win the title back in 8 weeks. It's in Las Vegas. It's going on in Las Vegas the weekend of the 26th of September.
Where's it at?
You guys excited for the season or what?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I know.
You're always gonna think you're gonna win.
It's hard enough. team is
You guys gonna work hard every day and stay dedicated and keep getting injured.
on YouTube.
We gonna be able to get a picture, you think, you guys, or what?
Yeah, I caught
Yeah, you remember John.
What is the John Wall? You know John?
Y'all say thanks to Jack, man.
All right, you want to do the picture? Larry, go in the picture.
Our team got to
All right.
Get in here, everyone get in here. Squeeze in, squeeze in.
We're going to see everybody. All right, very cool. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Number 1.
8 weeks out, and I know we interviewed, see, when I was at the West Coast Classic, driving at West Coast, my mindset then. We're halfway through now, my diet phase. I think I started kind of prepping for the show at 16 weeks. I started focusing on training for this show, so I've been traveling none, been staying home strictly to focus on the contest. And you know, I started working with Chris Acita like 2 weeks ago, nutrition. I kind of did things on my own to try to get my body back in the rhythm, and everyone questions like why I did that. All right, 30 minutes done. It's gonna start cooling off as we get into August, which is good. You know, luckily I haven't had to do that much cardio yet. Now these are the last weeks that I gotta start dialing it in. I like how the approach is going so far though. You know, I got nice and full, then I come down a little bit, get nice and full, come down a little bit. I like that. I feel special oatmeal.
Oh, yeah?
Only buy it at Trader Joe's. Alright, here we are at the DMV. Okay, I gotta transfer some plates. So,
What day is it?
you know, I bought, I don't even know how many cars. Yeah, it's my birthday. August 3rd. I don't know how many cars I bought, and I've never had to go to the DMV myself. What happened was I was so busy filming and stuff, and doing all my things, I haven't been able to go, because I've had people in my house, and I missed the cutoff with the dealership. So when I went down to the dealership, they said, oh, we can have the service go or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I have this brilliant idea, I'll go do it. So here I am at the DMV on a Saturday morning. I'm hoping we got here early enough. I'm hoping I can beat somewhat of a crowd. And let's see what we got, what kind of mess we got into here. I'll have to let you film in here.
Yeah, probably not.
So we might have to
Shut it down.
Get me in and get me out.
Now serving
We got in and out in 10 minutes. Or 15 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it was 10 minutes.
You probably slept for a little bit.
We waited 10 minutes and the girl took 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
we're official now.
You won't get pulled over.
So now I'm going to go home and I'm probably going to go back to bed for a little while. And
What are you going to do today for your birthday?
you know what? I don't know. I'm not real, just spend time with my friends.
You going to eat a little bit today? Can you?
No, you know what? I've been eating a lot, but I kind of started a new program today.
Okay.
So, I may still eat a lot of calories because because I'm so big anyway. But I'm gonna, you know, I started doing cardio hard today. Yeah, 8 weeks from today we'll be standing on stage. $1,000 right here.
Who gave you that?
Huh?
Who gave you $1,000?
1,000 chips.
Ready? Happy birthday!
Who's gonna clean this up?
You get a lot of happy birthday texts, Jay? And emails and...
A lot of tweets.
A lot of tweets, huh? Yeah, between all your social medias. It'll be a whole day thing. You're gonna be glad when your birthday's over tonight. Alright.
I kind of did things on my own to try to get my body back in the rhythm, and everyone questions like why I did that, why I didn't start working with Chris like from the beginning. But the truth is you know, I kind of wanted to get a feel for my body and make sure that like I had a handle on things as far as getting my body to a place where I could ask for someone's advice and it wouldn't look at me like I was crazy. Because quite honestly, I mean, just like everyone else, I mean, if I was on the outside looking in, I think I would question the fact, could Jay do it too? I mean, it's amazing what a bodybuilder can do in transformation in X amount of weeks. I mean, you know, we see guys do transformations and like start training for a show and be like, oh, this guy's not going to be a contender, and then all of a sudden he's like a huge contender, you know? So for me, you know, doing that for the first time, I mean, I wasn't super huge. I mean, I had a little size from when, you know, I wasn't training, but it still wasn't up to par to Olympia level. You know, it was a huge challenge for me, and honestly, that's why I love doing it. I mean, if it wasn't a challenge, I wouldn't be as motivated, but I'm actually more motivated trying to work my way back because I had to use something as motivation. I mean, Mr. Olympia is a huge, huge goal, and winning the competition is a huge, huge goal, but you still have to have, like, you know, it has to be challenges, and in my back of my mind, I still think, well, I've won it so many times. You know, I know the routine, but to be honest, I wanted to have more of a challenge. And you know, I think I've really faced like the biggest challenge I could actually face is doing something that I wasn't used to.
What's going on, Jay? This is your weekly haircut joint.
This is where we do it.
All right.
Right? Happy birthday, babe. I'll be turning. I'll be 40, bro. Big 4-0, huh? 40, man. It's a decade.
Yeah, we're so at Jay's favorite barbers in Vegas. And this is the guys from the
only stars in Vegas. Industry cuts.
Industry cuts, and this
Big Cali over here.
There you go. There you go.
Big Cali.
Yeah.
So
and then Charlie, the infamous.
So if you guys caught the brain, if you got cut up the new MD, show the cover. Show the cover.
Check it out, you know.
Show me the cover though. Hang on. There you go with the big Rami. So if you get that, and you go in there, then you'll see.
You see us
there
right
you go. You see these guys. So this is the real guys.
Yo, you know, paparazzi's all over.
Are you guys celebs now? People come here. You're famous.
And my Instagram blew up.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Isn't they cool? So what are you gonna do? How is it to see you in the page?
It's not easy being a celebrity. It's not easy. I gotta hide from the paparazzi.
You gonna frame that article?
I'm gonna frame this right here.
It's really cool. It's a great.
Accomplished, you know.
It's awesome. Very cool. Yeah. I like the black and white. It's classic, right?
We're all excited about it.
It's very cool, you guys.
Everyone I know though that comes here now.
Yeah.
Like our whole crew comes here, and like I send everyone. People come to town. Come to this place.
That's awesome. I like how it looks. It's like an old-fashioned.
Designer right here. There's a man cave right here.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't super huge at all. I mean, it was crazy. It's just going backwards and seeing my body transform every single week. And, you know, I was 270, you know, and really, really lean, pretty ripped over 2 weeks ago. And now, all of a sudden, you know, almost 290 and super lean, just as lean, but just with a lot of full muscle. I like it. Nice shirt, nice shirt. Thank you. He's supporting all the brands. IPI, baby. He's changed it to 5. We'll get a magic marker or change it.
Thanks for winning it.
So now, you know, working with Chris, we have a lot of things to work with because, you know, working with a lean physique going up is a lot easier than working with a fat physique and coming down, in my opinion, because when you come down, you got your chance losing muscle. See, this way, when I'm lean and I was smaller, I was able to eat a lot and still gain size and still burn body fat at the same time. It's, you know, what Chris' specialty is. It's a zigzag rotation diet, you know, and zigzag meaning, you know, calorie shifts between workout days and off days, and, you know, adjusting calories so the calorie count stays basically the same, but it just comes, you know, on the days I train, they're higher in carbohydrates, calories, and then when I don't train, which is 2 days a week, my calories shift more to being protein rather than carbohydrates. And the fat's always, you know, a minimal. I might add some fats as I start getting leaner just to maintain, you know, fullness. But I think I'm at a huge advantage for this show. I really think that that my body's responding very well. So, you know, a lot of people are asking those questions. I'm just trying to answer the questions that I get. You know, why are you doing it this way? And truthfully, I mean, to be honest, I couldn't do it any other way because of my travel schedule and trying to build my brands, and people will see that as, you know, the Cutler brand continues to build and build and build. You know, I didn't have a choice. I mean, I want to be a successful bodybuilder on and off the stage, so I had to travel for the brands, and I had to, you know, eat what I could. In a lot of places I went, I couldn't eat. A lot of places I couldn't train. I flew for 24 hours on a lot of flights straight, you know, layovers and whatnot. I traveled, I mean, I went a month. I went, you know, from Australia to Brazil and to the FIBO, all back to back, you know. I mean, that was like almost a month, so I never went home once. So my regimen was off from what it could have been, and as you see, I've transformed pretty well, and it's just going to continue. So I want to just let everyone know out there, like, keep watching the progress. And, you know, that's why I'm like letting everyone in, because you guys are going to see, you know, the biggest transformation like firsthand, and you're going to watch me come back, and I believe I'm going to win this Olympia.
Is this why you're doing this year? Because this is the first time you actually document so heavily.
You know what? I'm to the point where I just, you know what? There's going to be days I look great, and there's going to be days I look bad, and I just don't care, because I'm just going to show people, like, listen, man, this is real life. I mean, it's not, they look at the pros and they put a lot of guys like on a certain level and say that guy always looks good and it's always progression, like every day you look better and better and better. It's not always like that. So these guys that are up and coming, I'm going to show, like, listen, it's a mental game. You know, you're going to look, even as a pro, a top guy, you're going to have up and down days. It's not easy. I wish I could have cameras that would have followed me from the beginning to the end of my career, because, you know, people that start following the business now, they say, oh, Jay Cutler, you know, successful bodybuilder. Listen, man, there's been so many ups and downs in my career, and getting sick before shows. I mean, I've been sick before shows more than I've been healthier right before the competitions. You know, dehydration, you know, food poisoning, or, you know, we all go through so many obstacles on the way to the top. And I just want people to realize, like, I'm at the same level as the guys on the amateur level, you know, local level. We all do the same thing. We do our cardio, we eat our food, we go through the head issues of looking at ourselves in the mirror and being like, I don't look good enough. And I mean, it's just crazy, man. It's, people just think that it's just, it's easy for the pros, and it's not.
I know.
How old am I? 30?
That's right.
37? Huh?
This is Marrakesh. This is one of Jay's buddy. Jay's birthday party, 40th surprise birthday with his good buddy Al, Saint Pig. How's it going, Al?
Hey, great, Dave. And first of all, I want to thank you guys for inviting me, man. And happy birthday to the champ, man. He looks great. And number 5's coming up, buddy.
All right. Well, thanks for talking to us, man.
On that one, I didn't know we would be here today trying to go back and do this all over again. It's been quite a few workouts, but nonetheless, anybody's got it in them to go back and do it all over again, he does. So, happy 40th, and see you in 59 days.
Thanks for being here, Ryan.
Absolutely.
Hi, man. Both of you guys.
I would say, working with Jay, recording stuff with him, I get the element of greatness, and I think the time I spent with him, that's the most amazing thing that I take away from it. I feel greatness, his energy, his action, his whole feng shui, everything about him. It's just greatness, so I just even appreciate to be here with this moment to spend that time with him.
Thanks for coming, Chris.
I cannot stand to be around Jay because I want to eat my cupcakes and cookies and donuts, and I can't. I gotta eat some protein shakes.
Larry, you guys are like, busy.
What is this?
Those are quotes from those people.
That's sick.
Those are actual quotes. Yep.
That's awesome.
We got Arnold. That wasn't easy to get Arnold, dude. Well, Peter.
What is it?
Peter. Those are quotes from 5 people from the industry. Peter McGuff, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jim Mannion, Steve Weinberger, and
awesome, man. It's a sick picture,
You are the Terminator.
Actual quote from Arnold.
How'd you get that?
Huh? Who, Arnold? Peter helped. So this is from Per also. So you have to say thank you to Per. Our good buddy Alex, who used to be from Tahoe, then LA, then Vegas now, Vegas bound. Thanks for coming, Alex. Say a couple words about Jay's birthday.
It's great to be here, man. Jay's 40th. He's on the road for number 5. Looks great. He's on point. He's on track. Just happy to be here with him. Enjoy his birthday and keep moving forward for number 5.
All right, thanks for coming, Alex. We appreciate it, man.
I'm happy to be here. It's an honor, and we've been great friends for many years, and hope for many more years. And I wish him, the health and happiness, and reach his goals, and to get that, obviously, that Olympia title that I know he really wants, and so does the team. So I thank everyone for inviting me here today, and hope we have a good night.
Thanks, Eric. Thanks for coming all this way.
It's been great. The last couple of years have been right by, side by side. I've been, just trying my best to keep everything going and keep everyone on MP happy. And
that's right.
There and the whole team is trying to make it happen this year, so everyone can see what's going on behind the scenes. So just happy birthday and to many more. And thanks to Dave for coming out tonight and filming. And even though he doesn't have to be, he's still here filming for MD for all you guys out there. So thank you again, and thanks to Jay, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, Larry. All right, thanks, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. You're the man, Nate.
That's cool, dude.
Me and my buddy framed that. Sweet.
Nice.
I want everyone to realize, I'm willing to put out that information because I want people to learn. I mean, that's what my whole goal is. Now winning Olympias is great, but giving back, that's why I'm doing the bodybuilding competitions and, trying to provide all the content for people and putting out, certain things. I'm not charging for all this stuff, this is my choice. MD didn't call me and say, hey, we need you to do this. This was an idea that you and I discussed and said, you know, and you're coming out here to film this stuff, like, you know, on our dime, basically. You know, this isn't like, you know, you're not getting paid to come out here and do all this stuff, and you know, I'm not getting paid extra to do all this stuff. I mean, I owe this to the fans. So that's why I'm doing it. So this is for the fans that want to watch. You guys that want to talk shit, keep talking shit. But in the end, you know, you'll see what's going to happen. And, you know, if you don't want to watch, don't watch. But don't get on here and talk shit either.
Thank you.
You know?
Come on.
Nice. I'd say something. You trying to challenge me, huh?
You made 12 look easy before.
I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and slow, right?
Yep.
The key is control. Is that control?
Yeah.
How many shots?
12. Yep. Good set, man.
Listen, this isn't about who's better or who's going to win the Olympia or whatever. This is about Jay Cutler becoming his best again. And those people that support him, you guys can continue to support. And the guys that don't support, stay off our threads, you know. You know, I'm on there all the time. I'm watching MD, my threads, constantly so I can respond to the fans and give back to the fans. And when I come across the negative threads, of course it bothers me. But it ruins it for everyone else. I feel bad for the people that are supporting because they don't want to hear negative stuff and they don't want to get into arguments with the jack-offs that want to get on there. So, I'm going to stay active and, you know, I'll keep posting, guys, and, you know, thanks for the birthday wishes. I know they put a thread up there.
Yeah.
You told me this morning.
Yep.
So, I think Adina started it.
Yeah, of course, Adina.
Thanks for thinking about me on my 40th birthday.
You gotta keep watching, you guys. It's gonna be a good 8 weeks.
Keep watching. We're gonna put out some content, and you know, I'm excited. I just want to let you guys know, like, progression is good, and we're gonna continue to put this stuff out there. So, once again, you know, thanks to MD for letting us do this, and most importantly, the fans of MD that continue to give us the support and the positive. We want your posts, so. You guys that haven't signed up, that just look, get on there and post something, you know?
Feedback, yes.
Doesn't matter, you can put your fake names on there, it's okay. You know, you can some of these names on there too, by the way.
I know.
You know?
It's very creative.
You know, especially the shit talkers, man. They can't even post real names, and, you know what I mean? They're hiding behind those names on there. Yeah. But, listen, man, I know there's a lot of Phil supporters, and there's a lot of Big Rammy, and, you know, Dennis Wolf, Kai Green fans. Listen, I'm a fan of those guys too. You'll never hear me talk shit. You know, I'm great, better than these guys. Whatever. I mean, everyone has their you know, strong points and their weaknesses. But I mean, come on, the best guy, may the best guy win. That's all. And I'm going to be supportive for all those guys. So you guys that ask the questions, what do you think of this guy? What do you think of that guy? Listen, man, they're all great. You know, I was saying to Dave this morning, like, I'm coming back to try to be the best bodybuilder in the world, and I was thinking about that when I was training yesterday. I'm like, man, like, I was like the top bodybuilder in the whole planet. Like, when I was a teenage champion at 19, like, I was the best heavyweight in the whole country, in the whole U.S. Then when I became Mr. Olympia, I was the best worldwide bodybuilder on the planet. I mean, that's just crazy, and that's what I'm gunning for. I mean, it's pretty crazy. People are like, oh, you know, he's going to ruin his legacy by 4th or 5th or whatever. Listen, man, I'm only thinking about first place, but even if I didn't win, to be the top 5 or whatever, you know, 6, 7, top 10 bodybuilder in the world, I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, that's Like, think about that. If you were like the top 10 best football player, if you were the top 10 best baseball player, if you're the top 10 sprinter in the world, think about that. That's just crazy. I mean, so you know, you got to respect it. Be respectful for what it is. I mean, this is what we're on here, and I just can't believe some of the people like get on there and they're like, well, I'm not impressed or whatever. You're not impressed. Like, are you kidding me? Like, these guys, every guy is great, man. The guy that's going to place last at the Olympia is like the best guy.
Invited.
Yeah, it's like the best guy in the whole gym where he trains, probably the whole state, the whole area. I mean, every guy that steps on that stage is like a legend somewhere. A lot of people look up to that person, man. Yep. So it's just to qualify for the Mr. Olympia. Look at what you have to go through.
Yep.
I mean, granted, I won the Mr. Olympia, so I'm qualified, but shit, these guys, like Evan Senapani's not even qualified. You know, Juan Morel's not qualified.
And they're great bodybuilders.
I mean,
it's true.
It's just crazy, man. It's crazy, crazy. So keep watching, guys, and thanks for the support. And I'm going to thank you for the other guys, too, because, you know, the more you talk about everyone that's in the show, I mean, it's going to be a great lineup. I'm excited. I can't wait to see the fans on Thursday. And, you know, hopefully get over to the expo. They'll be at my booth. And, you know, BPI's been huge support. You guys can go over to their website, jcutler.com, you know, check out some updated videos and you know, and of course try the new Jay Cutler Elite Series. It's available, you know, on Amazon, and you can buy it direct at jcutler.com, and of course several retailers around the country. In Vegas, we have a Nutrition Rush. You guys see it, we're supporting them. And you know, keep checking things out, man. We're always coming out with new stuff.
That's right.
And you're gonna get it right here at MD. So thank you.
All right.
It's leg day, so we're in Chucks today. Everyone always wants to know what's my favorite shoe. I'm wearing Chuck Taylors today. What am I signing?
Nice. And now we can see them. It was too dark before. Nice.
Yeah. I should be training in these.
I'm surprised you're not. Good, come on. One more. Good. Good job. Come on. Come on.
it's good.